Hello. It's your boy David, or Drummond, whichever one you prefer catches on. So today is July 17th. This is the third video. Weigh-in today was, I believe, 177.4. And yeah, that's kind of like the lowest I've been in during this whole cut for the past like 2-ish months. And when I say kind of the lowest, it's because I think my very lowest was like 177.2, but that was like a month or two ago. And I've hit the 177 mark like another one or two times outside of that. So, we're just kind of going with the flow. It looks like my body fat is decreasing, but my weight's not really changing that much, really. And I'm just saying that just because, I kind of look at my body every day, and I feel like I could see just minute changes. It's a thing, you know. Yeah. So like last night, I was looking up different, ways to kind of measure my body like more accurately, and so I knew there were like body scanning machines that could like measure your fat mass and your and your muscle mass and all that stuff. And so I found a couple of places nearby, and I was like, all right, cool. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna give them a call. I'm gonna see if they're open, and then I'm gonna just go, you know. And so that's what I did. So this morning I woke up, had a really good night's sleep, thankfully. Yeah, and what's it called? Yeah, I gave one place a call. It's called Infinite 30. And yeah, they said they were open, so I drove over there, and there was no need for an appointment. I just went in there, and hopped on the machine. You kind of stand up on this pad, you grab two bars on the side, and it kind of rotates you around, and within like a minute or so, you are pretty much scanned. And then they printed out the report. They walked me through it, and the main thing that was kind of alarming to me, that was really alarming to me, was that, it showed 26% body fat. And I guess backstory. On the way over there, right? My buddy and I, we were talking about, using the machine and everything. And I told him that I guessed my body fat percentage right now had to be like at 17%, pushing 18. He said I was at 15%. And yeah, so I just had like those numbers in mind. So when I actually, went to get scanned and they said 26%, I was really alarmed. I was like literally shaking. I was like shook. And okay, so quick thing: is this a thing? Like playing with your fat? Like, is this a fat person thing? Like, it's just like kind of jiggles. You kind of slap it around or whatever. I don't know if that's a thing, or if it's my thing, or a fat boy thing. I don't know. But yeah, to some extent, I like playing with my fat because it's a care, I guess. That's really weird, I guess, but it is what it is. Anyways, so I went to work out afterwards, and I'm on the treadmill, and my buddy approaches me and just says hello, and I tell him about the scanning machine, and he was so surprised. He was like, "There's no way you're 26%. Lift up your shirt. Let me see your belly." And I'm like, "Okay." So I lifted my belly, and he's like, "Yeah, man, there's no way. There's no way. Like you got some definition on your triceps and everything, and yeah, I would say like you're like 18% body fat." And so I was like, "You sure?" I mean, it says 26. Like I asked the lady, like, not to sound offensive or whatever, but is this machine accurate? And she said, "Yeah, very accurate." And that really hit my core. So before my buddy showed up and I was on the treadmill, I was just trying to get my head straight, because in my head I'm just like, wow, like I'm a lot further away, than I thought I was. I've dropped down like 60 pounds roughly from my heaviest, and to believe that there's like 26% fat on me still, you know, that roughly translates to about 45 pounds of fat. To reach, 10% body fat, which that's the current goal. Um, that I would have to lose around 20, 25 pounds of fat still, So that was pretty daunting. But my buddy, he's a pretty, big guy, very lean, and he's older than me. So, him telling me that, I'm definitely not 26%, that was just reassuring for me. Um, just kind of like, tightening the screws in my head, just letting me know, like, it's like, hey, that's actually inaccurate. Because he has used body scan machines before, and they just give him kind of like their crazy numbers that just didn't really make sense. So I took his word for it. I wanted to believe him because I really don't want to believe that report. Regardless, when I was on the treadmill, I was telling myself, doesn't matter if that report's, true or whatever, if it's true, it's true, just because it's a far off goal or distance from the goal, it's gonna take forever, or I don't know how long, doesn't mean that should stop me from working to it. The days are gonna go by anyways, so why not spend them working on your goals and dreams, So convincing yourself of that is easier said than done. You know, I've lost so much weight and gained so much weight back and forth. So hopefully this go around pulls through, and I reached the goal, and I feel it is. I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself, just kind of putting myself out there on the tube and on Instagram, fit_Droman. Just throwing that there. But it's I'm just really just trying my hardest to stay disciplined. That's really all I'm doing right now, day in, day out. Doesn't matter if somebody has food on them and wants to share. Doesn't matter if I'm eating when nobody else is eating, or if they're eating and I'm not eating. It's just that I'm just rolling with the punches. Yeah. And so anyways, I was on the treadmill for 40 minutes. I was just walking. I normally try to just do 1 mile to get warmed up, which is a big game changer in my workouts, just getting warmed up on the treadmill. That's been a huge game changer. And 2 miles was like an extra big game changer, so that was cool. Yeah, and so before I started my workout, I went to like the power rack in every area, and I saw this one girl, and she was I've seen her around before. We've spoken before. I never got her name though. Until today or whatever. And then I just asked her after she did her set of dips, and I'm like, hey, random question, but how much body fat do you think I have on me, And she was like, I don't know. And I'm like, well, give me a number, And she's like, 20%. And I'm like, huh? So do you think I could be 26%? And then she was just like, she's like surprised I would even ask that, And like, she was like, definitely not. And so that was pretty cool. Because although we're of a different gender, she's really fit. I see her in the gym really frequently, and she worked out really hard, and that's really dope. And so I would think somebody like that has experience, kind of be able to judge somewhat body fat percentage, at least like roughly, like different numbers, and then she told me she was like 21%, and I was so shocked because she was so lean. And it was only until like I called my buddy again on the way back, leaving the area, that I guess it was something like, as females put on more fat, or like hold more fat than males. Also like breast tissue has an effect on that number. So I don't know the kinks of it all, but I was just really surprised that she's at 21%, and yeah, that was really shocking. But it was really cool that between my other buddy and her, they said I was between like 18 and 20%. My friend that called and I said we were between like 15 and 17%. So on a broad base, it looks like, just by people who work out their eye, I'm between 15 and 20% body fat right now, not 26. So I don't know if it's true. I don't know if the machine's just being a machine and just throwing out a number just like willy-nilly, I don't know. I don't want to believe it's to be true. I just know that it really shook me. And yeah, we just got to keep pressing through. it's crazy too, because like on my right arm, I'm starting to see some vascularity. On my left arm, I'm only just starting to see one vein. Like right now, I'm not seeing it, but when I'm in the gym, I start to see it. I get really into my workouts. I've got my earbuds in. When I put on the right music and it's time to do a set, it's time to do a set. Like sweat's like dripping off my head. I love it. I love that feeling. I didn't always love it. Uh, on some level, it is painful. But I guess at some other point, you start enjoying the pain. That's just the thing with, loving the iron. It's a love hate relationship. But you destroy yourself so that you can come back even better. You know, you gotta tear up the muscle fibers, give them time to rest, to heal. And they'll grow and they'll grow and they'll grow, and you'll develop muscle that way. So, sounds very caveman like, but that's just the way I look at it. So, if someone is kind of like trying to push you down or say that, why are you trying to lose weight? Today doesn't matter. Have that pizza. Come join us. It's a very personal decision. So no judgment whatsoever. Everyone has their own path. I'm no one to judge. I don't think anyone is in a position to judge somebody else really on their goals and everything. But just keep that in mind. It just little decisions add up every day. I'm about to have my last meal in a little bit. It's gonna be like egg, sausage, and bacon. That's just what I'm doing. I'm tracking all the calories. The eggs. Each egg's around like 70 calories. The bacon I use, it's 60 calories per strip. So it's 3 eggs. That's 210. 2 strips of bacon. That's 120. And then my sausage links, 3 links is 180 calories. So I'm having 6 links overall. That's 360 calories. So 360 plus 120, that's 480. Plus 210, that's 690. And I believe I'll finish. I believe when I looked at the number before, I'll finish the day off today at 2,230 calories. My goal every day is to hit 2,200 calories. Could I decrease the calories to fit it in perfectly? Yeah, I could just cut one bacon in half basically, or just remove a bacon or remove a sausage or whatever. Will I? No, it's only 30 calories. It's the idea is not to hate life. Like don't hate yourself for 30 calories. Like just really it's not worth the mental taxation. Because at that point you're getting too nitpicky. Maybe if you're like prepping for a workout for a contest or whatever, do what you gotta do. Like be as methodical as you need to be or as you feel you need to be. But if it's a lifestyle change, I mean, right now I'm disciplining myself to do this on a consistent basis. Not necessarily keto or like low carb or whatever, but like whatever food I do eat, I want to make sure that it's nourishing my body, that it's really close at least to the number of calories I want for the day. If it's past 50, I feel for me personally that's kind of pushing it. Just as like a yellow flag in my head, because over time it becomes a habit. It's like, oh well, I did 50 surplus yesterday, let me do 50 surplus today. For me most days I'm actually in a deficit from 2,200 calories. It's never far. It's within 50 calories, like 2,150. So it kind of balances out. I don't really track if it balances out, but the idea is to just kind of stay as disciplined and consistent as possible without killing yourself and dying. If you're dying because you're not disciplined, that's another deal. But if I really wanted to not have those extra 30 calories, I could. But I know that from a personal experience, from failing so many times, yeah. So stay strong. Until next time.